In no way is Mike David, Mark Davis, Red Bar, or the Scars Club responsible for the opinions displayed here tonight. All this stuff is at your own risk. Mike is not legally responsible for any of this. Someone else is. Mike is not involved. Everything on this show is a gag.
All right, what do we got next, Jules? I know we got so much good stuff here. Kim Cogden, 50 Wings. The Lady A Super Chat saga. That's pretty funny.
Sure.
Lady A, I'll tell you this real quick. Lady Alchemy, she's got no job. Her job is to live stream, and we've been paying attention. Have you seen these streamers that put a PayPal donation progress bar on their live stream? How gross is this, by the way, that you're so involved in asking people for donations that you put a progress bar on your screen showing what's been donated and what your goal is, and that's supposed to excite people so that the progress bar moves up. It's like that. It
must work.
It must work because people do this. I can't believe people are doing this. And I'll allow this. Here's my my rule here. You could take donations within your first year, starting off your show. You could also take donations if you're under 18. Okay. After your first year, I would like to see you start making your own money. So you see people, and they don't stop the donations thing. Now, we, like most shows, took donations when we were a struggling show. What happened? No show has ever done this. When we started making enough money, we called off the donations. We even said, don't send any more donations. We're not accepting.
The day of no more donations.
No more donations. And I said,
day.
We've made it. Now, I could have just continued to accept it. We were getting a lot of people would donate a lot. They'd buy things for the show. They'd buy food for the show. They'd send a lot of money. We could have kept taking that money forever till this day. But I said, no, that's sick. You make your own money. You're supposed to be excited. You shouldn't want to take people's money like that. Donations. And it was right around Nobody Likes Onions was doing their another big marathon. Every 3 months, this guy would need 10, 15,000 from the fans. So we just thought that was sick, and we ended it right there. And then, so whenever I see somebody asking for donations, especially adult people, you got to remember when I started the show, I was 21 years old. And doing the show through my mid-20s and stuff, you forget, you were just a kid back then. You needed these donations. When you're fucking 36 years old, you should not be taking donations from any fucking man. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter what venture you're going out to do. You should be self-sufficient by the age of 36. No matter what. So when I see these people, when I see people like Lady A living off donations, this is Lady Alchemy, Martina Marcuta. And I got to show you what she does for these donations. She lives with Jack Buckby. I know we joke about Poland. Todd Detter set us straight the other day. He goes, they do not live in Poland. They actually live, it's worse. They live in England in one of these sleepy, forgetful, nothing, dreamlike towns. There's something so scary. First of all, you go, ha, we live in America. Imagine how foreign London is, right? And then you go, imagine England. Not the city, not the place with the H&M. There are cities in London that are in England, in Europe that don't have a Hot Topic, an H&M, and Urban Outfitters. Now that's where you start getting the scares, and we don't even get to see them often. You think you do, maybe a movie here and there, but there are people who live in backwoods places in England, in the middle of the countryside.
Terrifying.
Where there's maybe 60 people in the town, and it's just some rock-like ruins. They have a local, and you know what they don't skip out on? The saloon. I saw a movie once about one of these towns in England.
They call it the pub.
The pub? They always have a pub. Your town could have 2 people in it. It could be in the middle of the forest. There's a pub, mate. For cheersing and getting drunk. They love that swool.
Yeah, like where Dan Evans lives.
Yes, Dan Evans. And when you actually see it, it's very hard to pinpoint these areas. You never see them. They're not on Instagram. They're barely in the films. Film crews don't even get out to these places. So they're really the places the world has forgotten, and they're scary. You would think the internet ties us all together now. It doesn't even tie Florida together with America. That's not a political joke, by the way. That's a style joke. Go to Florida, go to most cities in Florida, they're dressed. This is so shocking. Go to the beach in Florida, even a hip city in Florida, outside of Miami. Take Miami out of it. Any other city in Florida, you go down there, they're dressed like 2004. All the girls have the makeup. Their makeup is from 2004. Their style, they're wearing all the clothes from 2000. They look like Britney Spears in her prime. And you go, wow, you would think with the internet, with Instagram, with all this, that we'd all be on the same page with this type of stuff. But So imagine how fucking off places where like Jack Buckby lives in England, in the middle of the woods. This is like where Hansel and Gretel tinker around. Environments like that. And Hansel and Gretel, you know what happened to them. Jack Buckby and Lady Alchemy are the Hansel and Gretel of the alt.
Wow.
Right. Yes. And believe me, this is the first time you're going to take that nasty grandma side, because believe me, the oven is the best place for them. For those two little rule-breaking kids. You know? So Lady Alchemy and Jack Buckby, they can only spend 6 months. So she lives in America. He lives in that city in England. I believe his aunt died in the upstairs bedroom. They still got her in the bed.
I think I heard he's coming back to America.
Well,
Did
yeah,
someone
this
say
is the story I'm setting up here. He lives in his aunt's home. And Lady Alchemy goes, but what about your aunt? Aren't we going to be a burden to her? And Jack's like, don't worry about that, Martina. I've got my aunt taken care of. And he stares with a blank fucking stare. She's like, are you okay? Are you okay? And he's like, of course. I mean, my aunt's more than happy for us to stay. But they never see the aunt. Lady Alchemy starts, whatever you do, don't go in that room. She's she's sick. Yes, she's sick. She can't be disturbed. And she's like, I don't know, Jack. That seems a little odd. Oh, of course. It's all on the books. And he's getting weirder and weirder. He does that thing where he jumps in front of the door like this because she's almost walking in. He does one of those. She's like, I was just going to give her some food. No. What's wrong, Jack? You're acting strange. Oh, nothing. She already ate, and I told you no. You know, the whole fucking song there. She's up there dead. She's a fucking skeleton in that bed. Dun, 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 dun. He's throwing lye on her and shit to keep the smell from getting out. She stays with him 6 months out of the year in that town in England, and then she has to go back for the the immigration visa requirements. Goes back, and then he visits her for a little bit, but he hasn't been able to visit her because he's been barred from the country. He says Antifa made up a lie about me. They won't let me in the country. So, but now he says he might be able to come back. So that's their living situation. There's nowhere to make money. And Lady A used to be an exotic dancer and I think a prostitute. And, but she's getting old. No one's hiring her. She lies about having gigs in Vegas. She goes to Vegas and just sits there in like a cheap motel room, waiting to go back home. Is this enough time? They think I'm working. All right, I got to get back. She's got no money. So she does what's called art streams. Art streams. This is what they are. I don't know where the art is. I don't know what the fuck they're called art streams for.
Sometimes she calls it an alchemy stream.
Sometimes. And they're just streams. And basically what they are, hey, are you a lowlife enough to come watch Lady Alchemy along with 32 other viewers? And you go in these streams, and she's got the PayPal donation bar. And basically what she does is she sits there and talks until somebody pays her.
She mostly reads documents.
Yeah. So she'll open up like some goofy book that she found at the library called Alchemy and the Power of Three. And she'll just open the book and go, Alchemy was created in 1962 by William H. Huffington. And it stems from... Okay, guys, nobody is doing any super chats or donating right now. So, like, right now, this is, like, stupid. I shouldn't even be here. And she'll just sit there and complain that no one's donating. It's like you're just sitting in front of a Pixelated webcam. What are they supposed? You're lucky that even 32 people have tuned into this. Do we have an example here? Which video? What should I show first?
You could do the second one if you want her talking about the super chats.
Look at this. This is what happens. And you could tune in. She's live every day. She's live every day. She's live every day, maybe twice a day. And you could tune in any time of the day. And it's madness on the screen. You don't even know what you're looking at.
And you always get to see exactly how much money she's made.
Exactly. So let's take a look. See here. You're going to love this. Here is this. And if this is a look to anybody, I can't help you here. I thought this was an episode of Revenge of the Sis at first, or a night stream, a night wave. Here's that progress bar that I'm talking about. And these stupid idiots, she's admitted that this is her only source of income. And it shows all the money she's collected in February. It's a progress bar. It says February 2020. 17 days to go, and she has a $1,000 goal. And currently, she's raised $401. So when you're looking at this, February, and what was the date on here,
Here,
Jules?
minimize this for a sec
Yeah.
so I can see the date.
Let's see that. The date was February 12th. So all you got to do is go, on February 12th, she made up to $400. So divide that by 12 days, and then you get her income.
It's February 22nd now.
Yes.
10 days later, and now she has $653.
Okay, so it is.
So though she's made like $200 more.
Okay,
since
so
this.
do that math. What did you say? How much money has she raised? $623 total.
To this date today, she's made $653 and 33
Okay, now
cents.
divide that by 26 days or however many days, and then
Okay,
we'll
hold
get
on
her
one sec.
daily pay. We'll learn what she makes per day total. I don't know why anyone would want this information out. Remember, Lady Alchemy is about 39 years old.
She could take donations without showing how much money she makes, so it must be a trick.
It must be this progress bar. I don't think it has many options to tailor and tinker with what it displays. So it does show that grand total, and maybe it does get incels and nerds go, ooh, my OCD is kicking in. Let's get that progress bar filled. You know, I have people like this. There are people who will point out things on the show. They'll be like, Mike, could just be my OCD, but is there any way you could take the sticker off the Jim Beam bottle? We get this a lot.
That's fair.
That price tag on the... Now, to a guy with no OCD like me, I'm going to tell you, it's like the Joker. It means nothing to me. I can't possibly see how anyone could care about this sticker being on here.
I
but
like the sticker now because it matches the
sure,
new set.
people will write to me and they're serious. They go, can you please? And they're pleading. They're not making a joke. They're going, can you please take the sticker off the bottle? So it must work on autismos. This progress bar, when they see it only a quarter of the way filled up there, I bet you it triggers something in them where it needs to be filled up. It needs to be filled up. I can't take it.
Well, she
And they
started this.
keep donating just because they need that bar. Because why else would you fucking do this?
She started this progress bar on February 2nd.
Yeah.
It was $0. And on February 22nd, she has $653. So that means she's making $32 a day.
There you go. $32 a day. That's not in tips. That's not in addition to blah, blah, blah. That is her sole income. Red Bar is not lying to you.
I feel like she could make more if she dressed up in like a trad
Of
outfit
course.
with cleavage
Well, yes,
and
you
stuff.
could feel like
And she could
could
still
make more.
do this
Oh,
same
of
stuff, but
course,
she needs
yes.
to dress
You know,
it up
she
a
could
little
make
bit.
more by working at. She could make more by working at McDonald's.
I know, but I mean,
Legitimately,
if you're gonna stream, you might as well.
Yes, she's stupid.
Okay.
That's the point.
Oh yeah.
What do you think? Do you make it on this screen because you've done something good? She's stupid, folks. She's making 32 a day. Now, this is a number people could relate to. I know, Jules, you haven't had a job in quite some time. You've been living off me. So you don't even know how bad that is. $32 a day, though. Most people are going, that's a hell lot less than I make. There's not one person in here who makes that money. You know how I know how? It's illegal. You can't even make that much. That's lower than minimum wage. I believe that's like $4 something an hour, right? What's that an hour? $32 divided by 8. What would that be? Because that's how much she would make an hour if this was an hourly 8-hour workday. $4? Around $4.
Seems to be.
$4 an hour is Lady Alchemy's worth. Now, she doesn't work at Taco Bell. She doesn't work. This is her worth. Your worth is that. It doesn't matter if you work at Taco Bell or if you do a talk show or you claim you're a dancer or an alchemist. Your worth is $4 an hour. I mean, imagine an hour of your life being taken up for $4.
How does she get the drive to keep doing this every day?
How does she? Because she's hoping for that big win one day.
I feel bad for
So
her.
Jack Buckby sits around in his pajamas all day, sniffling. He's got Kleenexes everywhere. And how much did you pull in today, Martina? Just 32. 32? How are we gonna get hot dogs? You know, so it's a miserable existence. Now, I want to show you, is this queued up 201:44, Jules?
Yeah. Is it the same time code that's on the second? Yeah, it looks right.
Okay, 201:45. This is what you get when you tune into Lady Alchemy's show. It's pretty funny. Listen to this.
Ah, where'd you go? Okay, there you are. All right, yeah, it's been
Whoops, I'm sorry.
yeah, it's been 2 hours, guys. So I don't know. Maybe I should wrap this chapter up. But if I'm not getting any super chats, why am I like even doing this? So.
Whoa, dude. Like, that's crazier than I think people thought, right? Like, dude, you're 39. If I'm not getting any. And she knows, that's how dumb she knows her audience is. You wouldn't talk to an audience this way if you respected them in any manner. So she knows, I just come on here, I do nothing, and these pay pigs throw money at me. So knowing that, I could just talk to them however I want. She's learned this after month of doing this. You could just come on there and go, give me the money. Come on, guys. Give me the money. Which you would think is so tasteless, so tacky. Who would do that? Well, when your audience is this dumb and you've really learned that about them, you could literally look at them. It's like when Trump goes, I could, wave a gun down Fifth Avenue and shoot someone dead and they'd still love me. That's how pathetic she knows this audience is, that she could go, well, if no one's going to donate, what's even the fucking point of being here? Imagine if I fucking said that. You smoked all those cigars, you didn't even fucking call me? Do you understand how severe that is? Is a crime against a guy like me? I was in Breaking Bad's. Yeah, me and a laid down on some money. You ever see that show? It's how I met my wife. It was Shewell's shit. I took it, I go, this is a perfectly good dung. And I dressed it up like a woman. I put a wig on it and a dress. And now I'm, I don't know if you remember me and Shewell from Breaking Bad. Yeah, his shit is my wife. Yeah. Yeah, now it all makes sense and how I met your mother.
Wow, she has a Patreon too. I had no
Who?
idea.
Lady A? How much is she making?
I think she has it set so you can't see.
Has it set so you can see? That means there's nothing to believe. Let's hear more of Lady A whining. I love this. I love people down on their luck. I like when they don't got money, Jules. I like when they're hurt. I like when they get in trouble. Look at me. You know
You're
it's true.
lighting up.
Look at that face. Look at his face, they say. When someone is struggling, when they're down on cash, when something happened in their home, that's when I'm at my best. Let's hear this again. I hope you enjoy that too. Listen to this.
Why am I like even doing this? So let's see. I might just finish this chapter up. Fine.
I might just finish this chapter up. That's what I'm going to start calling segments around here. Chapters. And now chapter 6. Anthony Cumia's obsession with phones. What she does is she reads out of library books. The bookmobile came by. She grabbed the first book and she just reads to these people. And it could be anything. It could be any book. It doesn't matter. As long as they're looking at this progress bar, she's in action. Do we have another video to show people of her? I think there were some good ones. Yeah, well, you put them in the notes, didn't you?
Those ones were just to compare how much money she's been making, which we already
Yeah,
went
but I
over.
want to just see her. I mean,
Sure.
which one should I click here?
None of the other ones have any specific time codes or anything like that.
Well, this one says 4610.
Oh, sure.
11 days and more than 18 hours of streaming later. 4510. And let's see.
Oh, I think this one is just her getting excited about getting a
Yeah.
donation.
So, I mean, she sat at $400 for 2 weeks. We were watching. So every day we would tune in and you'd see, February 18th, she's at $400. February 19th, you'd tune in. Wow, $400. February 20th, you tune in. $401. So you go, wow, she's working for pennies a week. How pathetic. And then we tune in, we hear this. She finally got a donation.
These ordeals when you're going on a spiritual journey.
Art stream, alchemy stream. Here it comes, the donation.
Oh, we have rainbow.
She gets so happy. Here it comes. She got the donation.
Martina is the best boomer.
That's the comment.
Look at
Thank
her.
you so
She's
much.
so
I'm the best
happy.
boomer. I'll take it.
So that got her from 411 to 500. That guy said, enough! It's enough! I can't watch this anymore!
So it is an OCD thing because you had
yes.
to get it to 500.
To 500.
Wow.
There you go. So that's another OCD thing. If it's hanging at 489, they need a clean 500 on the screen. Drew Michael would be... I always talk about Drew Michael because he was neurotic like this. If his email app had a number on it showing there was an unread email, he couldn't go on with the day. He had to go in there and either mark it unread. He would even mark emails unread and then know that he has to get back to them just because he wanted that number off. He couldn't have any of his apps showing numbers. There's many people like that. I bet plenty of people here are like this. So when they see, it's at 432, they go, I need it to be a clean 500. I know I don't have the money. I know she hasn't earned the money. I'm struggling myself, but fuck it. And they take their wife's credit
just
card.
spent $89 to fix that
And
issue.
yes, to get it to 500 even, you see. Because who donates 89? That's a weird number to donate unless you're trying to even out a fictitious number on a screen. Yikes, man. And that's what these people are banking off of. This is worse than coming up with a fake scheme to fool the... Imagine if I had a business course for going, are you sick of being... I have the cure. You could be a normal man with a normal speaking voice, a normal head. All you got to do is give me 30. Imagine that I start a class where I only target giving them a get normal cure. A get normal quick cure. I bet you can make a ton of money if you don't care about like I don't. Let's come up with an online scheme. Are you sick of having this syndrome that makes everyone go...
Modeled after Jake's financial freedom course.
Well, how would you like to be less gross? We could get that head fixed up for you. Imagine if all your parts started normalizing. All I need is $30 a month. Take this tonic. I get you. You know, you could trick some.
Yeah, you just need some essential oils.
I want the tonic. Isn't that horrible? I want the tonic. Isn't that terrible to do?
Yes.
Tonic. They're banging down your door like zombies. Tonic. Tonic. There's no tonic, you fucking idiots. It's a scam. Jesus, if you're dumb enough to fall for it, they say.
I'll take it.
I'll take it, she says.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. She's just accepting
And
money.
Fuck 2 gave $5 for a Rockstar Zero. Thank you for that.
Now she's in a good mood. Yep. Now, something so funny happened after this. I don't know if we have it. There was a night we're watching her art stream, and, you know, there's been a few people they noticed she ain't making no money. And one of these nights, she made an extra $50, 50 even. And on that same night, right after her art stream, she runs out to some taco joint or something and spends $50 even, the exact amount of money she made on her stream. Right after, she goes out and buys this huge taco meal. Somebody priced it all out, showing that she spent. So she got that money.
Yeah,
she ended
that-
the stream and immediately went out and spent the 50 on tacos.
It was that Bront guy
Yeah.
who's an amazing BBG member,
Amazing.
but he never gets mentioned. So shout out to him.
Underground guy, an underdog.
I really respect him.
So she went out and you could see she spent all the money. So day in and day out, what
Well, I
she's
might have
doing.
found it.
This is what we found out. They got the free house. The aunt is upstairs, either chained to the radiator or dead in the bed. They've got a free house. They don't got no bills, no state tax, nothing. So their real worry here is coming up with food money. So that's why she art streams for so little. All she needs is 32 to 40 bucks per stream. It's enough to get her and Buckby to BW3s, get them some wings, and then they're good. Martina, you came through tonight, my girl. I knew you could do it. Tomorrow you bring me 60. Maybe you could even get some dessert. So this is what's happening, and these guys love food. Oh, by the way, the place she went to get the food, we looked it up on Yelp. It's sitting at 3 stars. Meanwhile, she's calling the place divine. I'm not kidding. The wings were divine. Oh, yeah? Because most people give them 3 stars and say they'd never go back. If you could find that post.
I know, I'm looking for him.
Let's hear a little bit more.
Thank you. Martina's the best boomer. You're the best boomer, man. Were you just trying to get me to my 50% mark? Is that random number?
Yep.
Thank you so much.
Things are really picking up. This could be a living. This could really be a career.
Yeah, 50%.
Look at her.
Hitting on the mark. Thank you so much.
Yeah, 50%. Cool. You made $500 in 26 days. Congratulations. You know, a homeless person makes that an hour. Just so you know. A McDonald's employee, yes, makes that within a week.
Much. Bless you. Fuck yeah. I'm really pumped. now.
America,
Thank you guys.
fuck yeah,
You guys are
maybe.
the best.
She's really pumped. This is the best. She ain't paying taxes on this money either, is she? Are we looking at that? There's no way. You know,
Thought audit.
when we sit down to do the taxes before we send all that to the accountant, I go, there's no way anyone's paying these taxes that we know. There's no fucking way any fool is sitting down doing what we're doing. They couldn't possibly be doing this stuff. They've all got to be cheating on it. There's no way Gino is paying taxes. No fucking way. There's no way she's doing taxes. Michael Ray Bauer doing taxes. Come the fuck on. Melton.
Found the post finally.
We got the post?
The Facebook one, yeah.
Yeah, look at this. So I would love to see these people locked up by our authorities. Here we go. Tumish Wunanuski. And no one understands what he says because he thinks we're all on the same page. Yeah, maybe 10 people are on the same page. Most people, this is way over their heads.
Oh, wait, I attributed this to the wrong guy.
Yeah.
It was actually Tomash, not Bront.
Chumash. I like this Chumash, but you
Same,
know.
I don't get the Tomash complaints. He's a great guy to me.
Well, Chumash thinks we're all as smart as him. We're not.
Exactly.
You know? So here she is. Look at this. So here she is streaming, and someone donated $50. She got a $50 super chat. As soon as that came in, she goes, all right, guys, well, it's been amazing. I should really wrap up this stream, though. But thank you guys so much. So as soon as she got that 50, she had her car started. She had an idea, a plan for that money. And look at this. An hour later, she posts this post from 82 Barbecue. She's back in New York, I think. 82 Barbecue. Everyone check out and follow 82 Barbecue. They have amazing barbecue, and they're in the Hudson Valley. Highly recommended. Also, if you're in the area, look out for Beefsteak Banquet happening there in April. Lady Alchemy will even be there. Oh, wow. Look, she's really tied in here. Thanks, Chef Just a Cook. She's tagging the chef. First, we had some loaded fries, barbecue on top, pepper jack cheese, and sauces. then some dry rub on the wings, and flash fried. Mac and cheese is divine with multiple cheeses. And lastly, the banana pudding. So light, not too sweet. Everything here is done to perfection. I love food. Wow. Done to perfection, aka 3 stars on Yelp. But to mash, went ahead and did the math here. Everything that she listed, the loaded fries, the pepper jack cheese sauces, the
I
wing.
hate the word pepper jack cheese.
If you are
I don't
excited,
know if I've ever even eaten that before.
pepper
Have you?
jack is a scam.
I think that's
man.
like an American
Oh,
thing.
pepper jack cheese. Oh, my day has been made. So
Pepper jack.
he's drawn a line. I don't know if you could see this. He's drawn a little line and a number. He's priced out. He went and he cross-referenced what she ate with their menu, and he added it all up. She spent right around $50 on the food. It's done to perfection. Let me show you this fucking Yelp thing. Oh, 3.5 stars. Here we go. Closes in 16 minutes. That's a bad sign, too. That might as well be a negative review right on the title page. Let's see this. Here we go. Here's the review. I do not recommend this place for the food or atmosphere. We ordered the brisket plate. The brisket had barely any edible taste, and the consistency of the meat was very mushy. It even looked mushy. I should have taken a photo. The cucumber salad was very good. Oh, the mac and cheese was okay. There were 2 barbecue sauces on the table that tasted pretty similar, and they weren't even very good. The people who are running this restaurant need to go to some good barbecue restaurants to see how the meat is supposed to be served. Or as Lady Alchemy would say, divine. Perfection! So there she is. This is what she's been up to. How funny. Again, people go, Mike, what's so funny about that? She's struggling. The part that she's struggling, of course, is the funny part. We like this. A struggle, a low point, a rock bottom. Those are what fuels us. Those are the things that get us out of bed in the morning. We actually pray for terror attacks just so that Twitter will be funnier.
It's true.
A terror attack would be nice.
I mean, a few people die, which is very sad, but you get like a week of entertainment.
Something
for a
going
big
on.
one.
At least a little something going on.
I hate when you wake up and then look at the trending topics and
Yeah.
it's all just sports and election
then
stuff.
you know the
It's
day.
like,
You
ugh.
want to know that the day is bad when sports is trending on Twitter. You know something's off.
Exactly.
Yeah. So what?
Flat broke. Gino ain't got no money. Flat broke. He's always looking so damn crummy. Flat broke Gino. Ain't nobody think he's funny. He can't move out of the projects 'cause Gino is flat broke.